Marjorie Taylor Greene, we're going to look at part of her speech, because she basically said the same thing. But here's the part I wanted. So she's taking questions from the audience, and you'll notice all these girls are one skin color. It's basically like a machine spit them out. They all look the same. And
okay, so first we just got mansplained to, and now we're gonna watch these strange little robo replica something.
Right.
Okay.
Suburb
all right,
girls.
Here we go.
So girl's gonna talk about trans kids using the same bathroom. Trans women using the same bathroom or locker room as she does. And she's going to complain about it. Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to give her the answer and explain it to her.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Are you ready?
And dignity taken away from me when I found out that my school had put multiple biological males in my locker room and bathrooms, some of which will just sit there and watch me in the other.
Oh, wait. So that's okay. So this is where she's already kind of lost me. So she felt indignity when she found out there was a trans woman, or she's saying multiple, in her locker room in, I guess, high school or something, or college.
And she said they were just sitting there watching her.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, I gotta tell you, when people are just sitting there watching me, I don't usually have to find out. I usually can tell they're sitting and watching me.
Well,
so
no.
People are literally, they're just sitting and watching her.
Well, no. What she's saying is she found out after the fact, right? Mm-hmm. That they were in there. And that's when she felt the upset indignity thing, right? But now she's saying what they were doing when she didn't even know they were there.
Right. So clearly, her not knowing that they're there, she also clearly, that means she would know that they're just sitting there watching her.
Right.
Even though she wasn't even aware of their existence.
Right. This is the point where the cop says to you, would you like to change your statement? And the guy goes, what do you mean? Would you like to refute the bullshit thing you just told me and tell me the truth now? The truth is you didn't even know they were there. And let's be realistic. The odds that there'd be two of them, considering in a locker room, maybe if she went to a big college.
Okay,
but even then, it probably wouldn't be there the same time she was. I mean...
And they were just sitting there watching her.
Yeah.
So they all had some sort of meeting in the locker room so they could sit around and watch her. Like, what does she think is happening? This sounds crazy pants.
It's all crazy. Like I said, it's all made. It's all in their mind. It's all made up stuff. But we're going to watch some more of this.
Other girls change.
Okay, that's already not okay.
Okay, so this is David Pakman, and he's going through this video, so I got this clip from him.
They love to pretend that this is all about trans people. Anybody who just hangs out in a locker room or a bathroom, checking people out, can be reported. It doesn't matter what their gender identity is. Either way, the behavior isn't allowed, which immediately makes me...
Which is true.
Yep.
If I'm hanging out in the men's locker room just going, yeah, you can report like, yeah, there's a guy in there being really creepy.
Less creepy because you're biologically male, or is it still just creepy because you're just being creepy?
Well, that's the thing about this. So the whole idea that trans people become trans because they want to check you out in the bathroom or the locker room, it doesn't happen. It's an imaginary crime. I mean...
Well, that's a lot of effort to go through to check people out in bathrooms. That is a lot of effort to go through for that.
Well, if you're a sexual predator, you're not gonna, if I was a sexual predator, I really wanted to like assault some girl or stare at some girl. Do you think the sign on the door is gonna stop me?
No.
Right? No. This stuff is all illegal to do, what they're talking about, but it's like nobody's becoming trans just to do that, because it's not like they're getting away with it if they're doing it. Plus trans people are like 7 times more likely to be assaulted in the bathroom than straight people or cis people.
Likely being,
Sorry.
Well, they're more likely to be the ones being assaulted, not
Right.
assaulting.
Right. They're more likely
Right.
to be the victim of sexual assault or an assault.
Right.
So this whole thing is just ridiculous. Plus, like I said, it's this idea that a trans person does that it's imaginary. It's like unicorn drive-bys on Neptune. Yeah, are they horrible? Sure, but do they happen? No. So why are we talking about it? Now I'm picturing unicorns in a Mazda just. They have to fight. They're fighting with the gnomes. Anyway, we'll see Greene's answer to this because it's just ridiculous.
Just trying to dress in peace and be able to go to our PE classes. Me and my dad made quite a fuss last year at my school and in my community, and I have spoken in front of my very woke school board many times. However, nothing seems to happen, even though they are violated thousands of girls every day.
No, they're not.
Any advice for me as a 16-year-old
violating anybody?
Trying to change the mind of
thousands of girls a day?
There's almost none.
Who the hell has time to violate thousands of girls a day?
She's talking about across the country, but my point is if you actually look at it, the answer is 0. It doesn't happen. Like I said, it's rare. I mean, it's so rare. This is not even what we're talking about. And it's not because the person's trans, it's because the person has other issues. Right? Because straight people do it all the time. And in fact, that's the other thing that cracks me up. It's like, honey, you are much more likely to be sexually assaulted by a straight white man than any other group.
Right. I would like to see some numbers on how many non-trans people are doing these things that she is so freaked out about trans people doing. Like, what is the difference numerically? It's probably huge.
Well, yeah, and I'm sorry, but you're more likely to be assaulted by a man, and usually a conservative man, than you are going to be most others. That's just the reality. But they're worried about the one group that's like zero threat to them, and they're having a big thing. But look, we got to get to Marjorie here because this is so stupid.
Okay.
It's so stupid. God.
First of all, thank you for your courage.
Thank you.
Because when you're speaking out in your school, to your school board, you and your father and your family, and you're standing up against men who are really a bunch of perverts in your locker room, in your bathroom, because they want to have sex with you. That's why they're in there. That's real. They're not saying, oh, I identify as a woman and I'm only attracted to men. That is a lie. These are sexual predators. They're sexual predators.
That's literally what they're saying. They're literally saying, I identify as a woman. All of them are literally saying, I identify as a woman.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is it's such a ridiculous notion that you would go through years and years of therapy and hormone treatments and all that just so you could get in there and stare at chicks. I mean,
that's a lot of work to go through to sit in a locker room and stare at people. Like, that's a lot of work and money and doctors and
right.
Nobody's doing it for that. I do want to point something out though, and it's not really about her, but let's pull that clip up again.
Sure.
You just pull this thing up here. So
you want to look at her or just
no, it doesn't even matter. Just leave it right there. I am wondering who in this organization decided that TPUSA was exactly what they should be having as a website and across the screen. TPUSA.
TPUSA, I know.
Nobody noticed this. I've been distracted the whole time about TPUSA. I'm just like imagining TPing thing.
Right. I hadn't thought about that, but that's kind of what they're doing. They're TPing the USA. They're just throwing toilet paper all over the USA. And look, she's even got the She's even got the dress to match, the white dress to match the TPing of the USA.
Right. Oh my god.
She's got a little racer stripe in there somewhere. Anyway, jeez.
Oh god. They are TPing the USA. Please.
All right. So,
okay.
women in leadership. What have we learned? Be a wife and mother, right? Avoid trans people because they just want to have sex with you. That's why they spent years transitioning, going through all that, and all the prejudice and all that shit, because they just want to have sex with you. Right? Now,
yeah.
I want to...